You made it to your 20s. You did exactly what society told you, and yet you're still lost and looking for some real direction. Well, if you don't figure out that direction soon, you're gonna hit 30 and realize nothing magically fixed itself, bro. No special opportunities came. No clarity showed up, and that lost feeling, it's just gonna feel worse. I know this because I was that guy. I was on the exact same path as you, but I managed to break out. And in this video, I'm gonna tell you the hard truths I had to realize through countless failures that I wish I knew in my 20s, so you don't have to waste your most important years. How long have you been secretly waiting for things to just work out? Like, deep down, are you hoping that if you just keep doing the same things that haven't worked in the past, eventually something or someone is just gonna swoop in and change everything for you? Man, I used to think like that too, especially in my early 20s. I had this unconscious belief that life would just figure itself out for me, that all the dreams I had were just gonna manifest if I kept believing hard enough. Like I was special and things were going to magically fall into place. I mean, I literally thought I was on the fast track to success, and people who failed just didn't believe enough or weren't working hard enough. But I got humbled fast. I mean, I failed at my first YouTube channel that I thought was gonna blow up. I failed at my Amazon FBA business that I swore would make me financially free. I failed at a multi-platform social media brand I was building that I thought would go viral and pull in all kinds of brand deals. And every time I failed, my ego took a beating. I started to question myself. I wondered if maybe I wasn't cut out for this after all. I mean, there were nights I genuinely thought about quitting everything. And this is what I wish I would have known about this when I was 20, because this would have allowed me to avoid all of this. Nobody is coming to save you. There's no secret hand guiding your life. No perfect moment. No mentor coming out of the shadows. No external rescue plan. It's all on you. And the faster you accept that truth, the faster you're gonna start making actual moves that actually change your life. And here's the wild part. Once you do realize and accept this, and you start taking full ownership of your life actually gets easier. Because you stop waiting. You stop hesitating. You stop outsourcing your power to luck or timing or fate. You start showing up day after day, because you finally get it. You're the only one who can build the life you want. This mindset shift alone has made me more focused, less stressed, and way more dangerous in the best way possible. So if you're still waiting on something or someone to give you permission, this is it, bro. Consider this that permission. This is your wake-up call. Because from this point forward, you either build your life or life builds you into something you don't even recognize. When was the last time you invested in your mind like it was the most valuable thing you owned? Well, let me tell you something. It is. See, what most people don't realize, especially in their 20s, is that your mind is your first and most valuable business. Before you build a brand, before you launch a product, before you make your first 6 figures, you have to build you. And that starts with how you think, what you consume, and how you choose to grow. Now, I didn't fully understand this back in the day. I was just hungry. I was watching videos like this, reading books, studying people smarter and more successful than me, not really because I had some grand strategy, but because deep down I knew I didn't want to stay stuck. And I saw others who were way more successful, so I followed them. Looking back now, that one habit of constant self-investment completely changed my life. And what's crazy is most people stop learning after school. They check out mentally and assume that their degree or their job is gonna carry them for the rest of their life. But that mindset is exactly what keeps you average. And in today's society, average, unfortunately, doesn't allow you to live the life you really want. For most people, it doesn't even allow them to live a decent life. And trust me, I've made a lot of mistakes getting to this point. But luckily, I never stopped learning from my mistakes and learning from more successful people. And now, being closer to 30, I've got more clarity, more knowledge, and more personal power than almost everyone I've personally come across in my age group. I mean, I'm making more money than I ever have. I'm in the best shape of my life. I'm aligned with my purpose. And it's not because of luck. And I'm not saying any of this to brag. I'm saying this because I want you to know that it's because I treated my mind like a business, like an asset from the start. And you can do the same thing. What I've come to realize that I wish someone told me at 20 is that if your mind is growing, your business is growing, your relationships are growing, your income is growing, your confidence is growing, your life is growing. You may not feel it in the moment, but looking back, you're gonna start to see how much your life grew just by you investing in your mind. It all starts there. So if you're serious about building a better future, start by building you, bro. read, learn, challenge your thoughts, audit what you're feeding your brain. Because when you start taking ownership of your mind, you take ownership of your life. By the way, if you're tired of just watching videos without getting any results, and you think you can handle me calling you out on your BS, book a 15-minute consultation with me. Also, if you want a free ebook to help you reach any goal you want, sign up for my email list. Finally, if you got a quick question, drop it in the comments. Have you ever sat and thought to yourself, man, if people could just see the person I really am inside, everything would be different? If you've ever thought like that, trust me, I get it. In fact, it's this line of thinking that will lead us straight into the next lesson. The world rewards value, not potential. One of the hardest pills I had to swallow in my early 20s was realizing that the real world doesn't give a damn about who you think you are. It doesn't care about who you want to become. It doesn't even care about how much passion or effort you pour into something. The world only cares about what you can actually do right now. It only cares about what value you can provide and how you can impact others right now, period. Growing up, I used to think that if I worked hard, if I had big dreams, if I wanted success bad enough, people would just naturally support me, respect me, and everything would fall into place. But life humbled me really quickly. And I told you earlier that I tried starting an Amazon FBA business. Well, I spent almost 2 full years working on what I thought was the perfect product. I mean, I obsessed over it. Every detail, every little thing, I poured my heart and my soul into that thing. But when it finally launched, people didn't care. They nitpicked the smallest flaws. They complained about tiny details that I thought didn't even matter. And even though I put my soul into it, the product flopped. It wasn't profitable. It wasn't sustainable. And nobody cared about how much love I put into it. That experience crushed me at first, but it gave me one of the most important lessons I could have ever learned. It doesn't matter how much time or love you put into something if it doesn't create real value in the eyes of other people. You need to understand this if you want to win in life. Because nobody cares about your potential, bro. Nobody cares about what you could be one day. They only care about what you are right now, what you can deliver right now. And once you accept that, it's actually kind of freeing because now you know exactly what you have to focus on. You stop worrying about how you feel inside and you start focusing on building real skills, stacking real wins, and providing undeniable value. That's what matters. That's when people start paying attention. That's when your life starts changing. Have you ever felt like no matter how bad you want something, it's just not happening fast enough for you? Like you're watching the years tick by, but the life you imagine still feels way out of reach. If you know that feeling, then you're gonna really understand why this next lesson changed everything for me personally. Focus on what you can control. Now, out of every lesson I've shared with you in this video, this might be the most important one I wish I knew at 20. Because this lesson didn't just change how I looked at my life, it's completely changed how I live my life. As you picked up by now, I've talked about a lot of my mistakes. And looking back, there was one common thread running through all of them. I believed things would just magically work out for me. I basically thought I was special. I thought success was right around the corner without me really having to change anything major. I thought I would attract the right people, the right finances, the right opportunities effortlessly. But life doesn't work like that. And I got humbled fast. It wasn't until I really understood this one truth, this simple mindset shift, that everything I wanted actually started happening. And the crazy thing is, I apply the same lesson every single day now, in everything I do. Instead of wasting my energy focusing on things I can't control, I put all my focus on the things I can control. It's really that simple. Let me give you a real world example. When I first started making YouTube videos, I would stress so much about hitting a certain subscriber goal every single month. And every time I didn't hit it, it crushed me. It got so bad that there were points where I seriously thought about quitting altogether. I mean, I would pour my heart into these videos, and when the numbers didn't hit what I expected, it felt like all the work was pointless. But I started to see myself in a cycle, and I started catching myself when this would happen. I started realizing that I was putting all my focus on an outcome that I had absolutely no control over. I can't force people to subscribe, although you should subscribe. I can't force a video to go viral. But you know what I can control? I can control making 4 high quality, high value, highly entertaining videos every month that genuinely helps people. That is 100% within my control. And guess what? When I shifted my focus to do that, I started hitting my subscriber goals, and I wasn't even trying to do that. I wasn't chasing the numbers anymore. I was chasing mastery. I was chasing value. And by focusing only on what I could control, I unlocked the results I wanted anyway. This may seem like a small shift, but it's actually huge. Because once you stop obsessing over the future and start dominating the present, you stop feeling powerless. You stop feeling lost, and you start taking your power back. You also realize that your future is built by what you're doing today, right now. So focus on what you can control, and the rest will take care of itself. Another thing that is in your direct control is investing in yourself and learning lessons. That's why you're gonna love this next video even more, where I go over the 5 most important lessons I learned by 26 that will change your life.